Okay, day 11. Just got back from the gym. Well, I had a coffee and a cheesy tomato melt thing, vegan thing. But pretty much just back from the gym. Yeah, that went very well. I guess the main thing to notice in terms of hair update is that scabs are coming off, as you can hopefully see if the focus is right. In fact, if I rub it, there will be a mess. Yes, that's coming off. I don't really know what's going to be left. I think sometimes the hairs will come out with the scabs. Obviously, it's not so much a hair transplant, but a follicle transplant. So I'm going to expect shedding of the hairs, and then they'll grow back from the follicles. But apparently, some of them can come out. I think the sheet of paper I got from the clinic aftercare said, "Don't be alarmed. You know, the follicle is, I don't know, 5 millimeters under the scalp. So just because you don't see the hair, it's fine." Anyway, the gym was absolutely fine. I've been far more relaxed the past couple of days, even sort of touching, rubbing, getting bits and pieces off. Pain has also died down. I did have to take painkillers for, a couple of days here and there, more ibuprofen and paracetamol, but it's been okay. Haven't taken any for about 48 hours, and although it's a little sore around here, I think probably from me touching it or just, sleeping. But that's all good. Sleep is good. Had a really good night's sleep last night. So yeah, I haven't been doing the gym too long, maybe a few months, and this was the first break I've had from it. It was probably, 13, 14 days, so about a couple of weeks. And that was interesting. I know this isn't a gym fitness sort of channel video, but I did definitely lose something, or my body's not quite as ready, and I don't know, it felt like I couldn't quite do as much, so that's a little frustrating, but it'll be fine. I'll get back into it. I didn't have any hair related problems. I didn't get too sweaty, but also nothing happened here. So as I say, I think the advice I got most recently was that the FUE transplant perhaps is a little less sensitive to exercise. Early on, the first week shouldn't really do too much of the first part of the first week of recovery, because you might sweat and that might affect things. But it's the strip FUT, where they surgically take out a strip of your scalp, that you probably don't want to be going "Huh," and straining and popping out stitches and stuff. But yeah, no, that was fine. That was fun. So all's well there, and all's well here. Just another thing that I wanted to mention that came up in the past couple of days. So this is my facial hair offering from my genetics. This is what I get. I get some here, some here, some here. And I also, you've probably noticed another bit in previous videos, I tend to pick. And so I was interested in an article that popped up and said Minoxidil, the treatment for hair loss. One of the side effects when given orally, like a pill, was like, I can't remember, it was called hypertrophy or something like that, but it was excessive extra hair all over the body. It's a side effect, especially in some women. And then read down the article, and it says topical minoxidil can thicken facial hair, well, hair anywhere really. So I was kind of interested in that. I'm actually got some therapy, so a hypnotherapist booked next Thursday for helping me stop this habit. I have another habit I want to stop, but this is the one that I'm tackling first. But at the same time, if I can minoxidilize my face here, perhaps that can help get it back to where it was. It's just a bit patchy there. So minoxidil for beard or facial hair growth, that's kind of interesting. In terms of ongoing treatment, I've been putting minoxidil in my sort of crown area. Actually, I've got a double crown, but back there, bald spot area, as well as here and the line here. So the transplanted stuff doesn't need it because, well, in theory, because it's transplanted from an area where the follicles aren't going to fade. So just a bit here. But I think I'm exploring options, talking to my trichologist again about topical, meaning apply to the area versus oral minoxidil, and the same for finasteride or dutasteride. I finally checked, dutasteride is the other one. I think dutasteride is just a stronger, more effective finasteride. It works on 2 different mechanisms rather than one, and as such it's more potent, I guess, but also the side effects can be more potent. Since finasteride made me depressed, as best I can tell, with my unscientific try it a couple of times and see how my mood changes, dutasteride will probably do the same or more. So I'm interested in topical dutasteride because I'm pretty sure my scalp can't get depressed. I hope not. Hopefully it can be invigorated. So yeah, I'm wondering about oral minoxidil and topical dutasteride. I'm forgetting it again. Second guessing. Anyway, yeah, so that's all interesting. I'll probably call this video something like back to the gym and beard, minoxidil beard, facial hair, I don't know, something that someone searching on it might be interested to learn about. So I'm going to be applying it here as well, and in my updates I guess I'll be trying to see if anything's happening down here, and I'll let you know. Cool, mood is good. Had a call with another customer who I haven't seen for a couple of weeks on webcam. They said, "Hey Kieran, wow," before we started talking. But no, everyone I've talked to about it has been good. And in fact, a couple of people said, yeah, I'm thinking about the same thing, or I've been told I should look at that. This customer said, oh, you know, got a bit of a spot at the back, so I've been told I should look at that. So yeah, I'm pleased to be positive and hopefully, you know, removing some apprehension from people. If I'm bold and positive about it and happy to chat about it and showing it off, perhaps they'll be reassured just by my boldness with an O, that they might be a bit more empowered to do the same. Someone else at another place I went to on site with a customer on Thursday said, yeah, it seems, you know, 4 or 5 years ago you didn't really see many hair transplants, but now he's got many friends who have either done it or thinking of going through with it. So that's great, because no one likes stigma about anything that's, you know, going to help someone feel better about themselves. Yeah, I think that's where we are. So I don't know, I want to do the 2-week mark, so probably Wednesday, but if anything else pops up in the meantime, I will do another video. Cool. Have a lovely weekend, or whenever you're watching this, have a lovely day, and I'll see you next time. Bye.